think it's literally been since early childhood. As long as I can remember, I've been watching The Little Mermaid, Splash, and yeah, I remember drawing pictures in primary school of mermaids all the time. Anything that had a mermaid on it, I'd have to have it. It's been in the last couple of years that professional mermaids have come on the scene, so all of a sudden I saw women that were earning a living from being a professional mermaid. So I thought, you know what? Life is short. If you don't do something you really want to do for no other reason that you're going to enjoy it, then, you know, what's the point? My real name is Michelle Roberts, but my mermaid name is Mermaid Mershell. I've always loved mermaids from like my earliest memories, I think. And I got my first tail when I was about 8 years old, and I got it for Christmas, and at the time I just thought it was amazing. That was my first tail, and this is my first professional tail. Oh my goodness! So it comes with a matching bra, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, it actually looks even better close up. So here is my silicone tail. Wow. It will fit probably very snugly. Hopefully it's like the tightest pair of jeans you will ever wear. So some people have race cars, designer handbags, designer shoes. This is much more fun. My idea of what I think a mermaid should look like is completely at home underwater. I think it's that they're so mysterious. They're completely mythical. But mermaids generally are meant to be quite lovely, with long hair, serene. If you don't understand breath control, anything like that, you could really hurt yourself. You need to train because it's really demanding on the body. I think at the very, very least, you need to be a very strong swimmer. If I could get to a 4-minute breath hold, that would be fantastic. That's why going to the UK freediving course would be amazing, so freedivers can train you. Well, this is the first place in the UK that offers this kind of course, which is absolutely amazing because not only is it mermaiding, you need to learn breath control. So this is freediving. This is teaching me how to control my breath more, how to extend my breath, and it's also teaching me how to move underwater. So you've got to be graceful and you've got to be very self-aware. In the future, I'd love to carry on doing this. I mean, I have a great job, but if this is something I do in my spare time, or to make a career out of it, it's the cliche of loving what you do. So if you're going to be a mermaid, you want people to see what you can do. So this is going to be the best place to maybe get some of my first photos as Mermaid Michelle. Now I'm doing mermaiding, when I'm swimming around in the pool, you know, the 8-year-old Michelle, she is a mermaid.
As a child, I always loved My Little Pony. I love a bit of glitter and glam. Glittery horses and the colours on them, it's amazing. Creativity-wise, you can pretty much do anything. To be able to transform these horses and make real-life unicorns is magical in a sense. It's so visually different from the before and after that you get such a good sense of feeling afterwards. I'm Michelle. I'm from Barry in South Wales. Everyone would know that sort of from Gavin and Stacey. Best place for me to describe where I'm from. I love makeup, I love arts and craft. I like anything that's a bit different. I got into making all these products just because I love a bit of glitter and glam. Glittery horses and the colours on them, it's amazing. It's completely non-toxic, completely safe. Creativity-wise, you can pretty much do anything. It feels amazing to think that we've been able to transform a horse from just a normal horse to this glamorous being. It is essentially a hobby. I do it in my spare time, I do it in my sleep. I've always loved horses, so it's always been a hobby of mine. I've always sort of kept it to just riding on weekends, owning my own horse. I never dreamt that I would be able to say that I'm working with horses, but glamming them up and being creative at the same time. I love doing what I'm doing. The whole opportunities that I get where I get to go to these shows, do up these top international show jumping horses. I never dreamt that I'd be able to get to that stage when I was little, and it's kind of coming true a bit now. So when I'm adding all the glitter and the colour to the ponies, it's just so much fun to do. It's not just that, you're getting a bonding thing going on with the horses, so you are actually interacting with them at the same time. When I'm transforming these ponies, in my mind, it's a dream come true. It's like being a child all over again. It's so visually different from the before and after that you get such a good sense of feeling afterwards. When I'm actually painting the horses, we go from pinks to blues. It's amazing to be able to see a normal looking horse and then all of a sudden it's completely blue. Pretty much anything you can think of, we can put on a horse. The longest thing that has taken me to do is turn a pony pink from head to toe. That's taken me about 2 hours. As a child, I always loved My Little Pony, and to now be able to transform it into the real life thing is just absolutely amazing. To be able to transform these horses and make real life unicorns is magical in a sense. I don't think there's any better feeling than being able to bring something that you always sort of dreamt of into reality, and now I can.
I think of taxidermy as preserving the animal as it would normally look. I think taxidermy has a bad reputation because people think that you hate animals, but I like animals and I'd much rather see one alive than dead. Most of my friends used to think that my hobby was a bit weird, but now they've gotten used to it. I'm Archie Crawford and I'm 13 years old. I got into taxidermy when I was 6 or 7, I think. I like being outside in the woods and places like that because it's peaceful and quiet. Sometimes I just go just to see the wildlife when it's alive, and sometimes I'm just looking for a new project. This is my room with my collection in it. I think it's quite cool and interesting because it's like you're getting an animal which is already dead and you're making it look like it's alive again. So instead of leaving it to rot in the ground, you'd be better off doing something with it. I've got beavers, a lot of pheasants, boars. I saw skeletons online and I saw something about taxidermy. I didn't know what it was at the time and I thought it was pretty cool. So I bought my first thing and I kind of got addicted to it. So I used to store all my roadkill and things like that in the family freezer until my mum got a bit annoyed with me, so we had to get a separate freezer just for me to put all my stuff in. I've got a few rats, mice too. Got 2 white rabbits. That's the fox's head. So now I can put all my stuff in there without anybody worrying. I think my mum thought it was a bit weird at first, but she helped me with it and understood it after a while.
What would you like to find today?
Anything.
Keep your eyes open in case we see anything along here, though.
Yeah. What's that there?
Is that something over there?
I think it's a pheasant. I'm always kind of looking out on back roads for things like lumps on the side of the road. When I find something new, I get quite excited. It's in quite nice condition. It's got a little chip on his beak, but that's probably from where he's just been hit. I'll probably put him in the freezer and see how to stuff a pheasant, and then might give him a try. So I'm going to try and stuff the rat, or at least skin it today, and then maybe finish it another day. I find it interesting how his body works and everything inside. You'd never really normally get this close to an animal when it's alive, and when it's stuffed it's even better because you can touch it and you can see how it would normally look. So I think it's interesting because you kind of learn at the same time. Before taxidermy, my life was a bit boring. Most people my age are normally into games and using their phones and things. It's all a bit the same what other people are doing. I'd rather be doing something more unusual like this.